Have you ever thought about what it would be like if one day you woke up with a power that completely changed your life? No warnings, no choice. Suddenly, you can hear the thoughts of everyone around you. Not spoken words, but actual thoughts. Secrets nobody ever wanted to share. Fears, desires, lies, plans, all echoing inside your head. At first, it sounded amazing. You'd instantly know when someone was lying. Nobody could trick you in a negotiation, a relationship, or even in a casual conversation. Imagine walking into a room full of people and instantly knowing what each one really thinks about you. No masks, no fake smiles, just the raw, unfiltered truth. But then comes the first question. Do you really want to know that truth? Would your mind be able to handle not just your own thoughts, but everyone else's too? So subscribe, leave a like, and let's talk about it. Being able to read minds would give you some crazy advantages. You'd be almost untouchable in everyday life. In a card game, nobody could bluff you. At a job interview, you'd know exactly what the recruiter is thinking, what they like and what they don't. In relationships, you'd know people's true intentions before they had the chance to hurt you. You'd see who really cares about you and who's just pretending. And your ability to learn would skyrocket. Talking to experts wouldn't just give you their words. You'd get the ideas behind the words, the connections they don't even explain. Over time, you could become a universal genius, soaking up knowledge from everyone around you. On a bigger scale, the political and social impact would be insane. You'd know when leaders are lying, when a deal is shady, or when a promise is fake. Maybe you could even push humanity toward a fairer society just by existing, because if people knew they couldn't hide anything from you, they might actually behave differently. Sounds like the perfect power, right? But that's exactly where the nightmare begins. Because mind reading doesn't just mean hearing good things. You'd hear everything, every dark thought, every hidden judgment, every cruel opinion people keep locked away. And a lot of the time, those truths hurt more than lies ever could. Imagine finding out that a friend who smiles at you secretly feels jealous or resentful, or standing in a crowd and realizing dozens of people carry prejudice, anger, or ugly thoughts all the time. It'd be like opening a window to the darkest side of humanity, one you might wish had stayed closed. And here's the thing, not every thought means something. We all have random ideas, weird impulses, nonsense that flashes in our minds. But as a mind reader, how would you tell the difference between a passing thought and someone's true intentions? You could end up misjudging people and ruining relationships before they even had the chance to start. Think about your family, your friends, your partner. Would you really want to know every single thought that crosses their mind, or are some secrets better left alone? Over time, mind reading would stop feeling like a gift and start feeling like a curse. Your brain would be bombarded with voices non-stop. Walking down the street, you'd hear dozens, maybe hundreds of thoughts all at once. It'd be mental chaos. And here's the big dilemma. Would you be able to shut it off? Or would you be stuck in that noise forever? A lot of people dream about hearing thoughts, but few think about the mental toll. Our own minds are already loud with worries and problems. Now imagine multiplying that by thousands. Eventually, the only escape might be isolation. You'd start avoiding crowds, avoiding people, just to find some silence. And little by little, you'd turn into someone completely alone, surrounded by humanity, but never truly part of it again. There's also a deep philosophical question here. What even counts as truth? If you hear a cruel thought in someone's head, but they never act on it, does that mean they're truly cruel? Or was it just a fleeting impulse, like we all have sometimes? Mind reading wouldn't just reveal who people are, it would expose the messy chaos inside all of us. And maybe, just maybe, by seeing that up close, you'd realize that no one is completely good or or bad. We're all a mix. Noble thoughts and selfish ones, love and fear, dreams and doubts. And then you'd have to ask yourself, if you really knew everything about everyone, would you still believe in humanity? Or would you lose faith in people altogether? At the end of the day, mind reading sounds like an incredible gift, but it comes with a price that might be too high. On one hand, you'd have insane advantages: endless knowledge, protection from lies, even the power to change the world. But on the other, you'd pay with your sanity, your privacy, and maybe your ability to trust anyone ever again. Maybe that's why in myths and stories, mind reading is always seen as dangerous and unstable, because the truth is, maybe the real mind we need to understand isn't other people's, it's our own. Knowing what goes on inside ourselves is already a massive challenge, and maybe, just maybe, that's the real power worth chasing. So let me ask you, if you had the choice, would you really want to read everyone's mind? Or do you prefer that some thoughts stay secret? Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.